Cyberdark Dinomorphia Exosister is one of the coolest decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! And today, I'm going to show you how to play them. Let's get into it. So this deck only has one card combo and all of it centers around Aratama. So the way you're going to play this out is that you'll normal summon Aratama, use its effect, and you're going to search for Sakitama. Once you've added Sakitama to your hand, you're going to activate its effect to reveal itself and then activate its effect to normal summon a spirit monster from your hand. From here, you will overlay into a Kaspitel. And once your Kaspitel hits the field, you want to activate the effect. It doesn't really matter which one you want to detach in this scenario. So you'll detach one of them and then you definitely want to be searching your Martha. You'll then activate Martha's effect to special summon herself and an Elis to your side of the field. From here, you'll overlay into a Mikailis. We'll put it on the far zone. We'll then activate Mikailis' effect to detach and search. In this case, I would want to detach the Elis in case we draw a Pax, then we can then use it to special summon out a Martha. So let's go for the Returnia. We'll then overlay into a Magnifica. Again, it doesn't matter too much, but in this case, we're not link summoning, so I think we can safely put into the extra monster zone. We don't have to worry about things like Cyber Dragon. No one is playing that anymore. You're gonna special summon that, probably in defense position, save yourself from the Lightning Storm, and then we're gonna set Returnia face down. So this hand doesn't look like much, or rather this hand didn't amount to what seems like much. What you have is 3 to 4 banishes. So the way this works out is that your Magnifica has a quick effect banish by detaching an Exosister monster. In this case, you will always be detaching the Kaspitel. And then it has a secondary effect. When your opponent activates a card, you can then sort of switch its places with one of its materials. This switch is treated as an XYZ summon, so you would then go for your Mikailis. Mikailis has then been exit summoned using an Exosister monster, so it has the ability to banish a card from your opponent's field or graveyard at quick speed. Your third and fourth banishes will come depending on how you resolve this, but it will be from Returnia. Returnia's effect is you pay extra life points, target a card on the field, banish it. If you exceed summoned an Exosister monster this turn, you can banish a second card. So generally you want to save your Returnia for last, and when you do, that gets you your fourth banish. Of course, things don't always play out as nicely as that, so you always need to adapt to what your opponent is playing to sort of get the most out of your board. Anyway, let's take a look at another one. So the combo you guys all came in for is the Cyberdark Dinomorphia Exosister combo. So to go about this combo, you'll need a way to get 2 level 4s in the field, where one of those level 4s is Therizia. A question I usually get asked on the channel is why the Cyberdarks are in this deck, and I'm going to show you why. So we're going to start off by activating Cyberdark Realm to search for Cyberdark Edge. We're then going to use, I believe, its effect to conduct an extra normal summon this turn. We will then special summon Cyberdark Edge, sorry, not special summon, normal summon the Cyberdark Edge to our side of the field. That terminology is kind of important. We will then normal summon the Therizia and use her effect to set a Frenzy. From here, we will make a Kaspitel. We're going to pretend as though we don't have the Martha in hand, and we're going to use Kaspitel to search for our Martha. That's right, Kaspitel can be made with any 2 level 4s. Kinda nutty. So we got the Martha. We'll then activate Martha's effect, special summon herself and an Elis to our side of the field. So far this looks very similar to our 1-card combo, but you know the big difference is that we have Frenzy on our side of the field. So we then make Mikailis. We already have the Returnia in hand, but let's just pretend like we don't. So again, we're going to detach the Elis, and we're just going to set this to Returnia, but it's actually a Vadis. And you go and you make yourself a Magnifica. Special summon again. I would prefer to put it in the extra monster zone to give ourselves some more field space. And then we will set the Returnia. Before I show you how the Frenzy plays out, something that you need to know about this deck is that these 2 engines don't exactly mash all too well together. Now, we did make a full combo using these 2 engines, but something that you need to know is how to resolve your trap cards. So if we read Returnia right, it can only be activated while all of the monsters you control are Exosister monsters. So generally the way you would want to play this, you want to go about your 4 negate line, the one I just showed you, and only after you've spent your Returnia, if the situation allows it, you'll activate the Frenzy. Of course, you need to adapt to the situation, and if your opponent is going ahead and you see that activating the Frenzy is going to leave you in a game-winning position, forget the banish, go for the Dinomorphia line. But now I just want to show you that we actually get the fusion summon, so we'll end our turn. we'll give it to the bot to draw and play their turn. We'll put auto chain on because we don't want to miss timing on, well, not miss timing, we just want to activate our Kentregina as quickly as possible. So we'll resolve the frenzy. You go for a Kentregina using the Therizia and a Stealthbergia. I would summon it to the far zone. Unfortunately right now Snake Eyes is in the meta, so these zones directly underneath your link zones are kind of dangerous. So you want to put them to the side. We'll then use Kentregina's effect to banish the frenzy to get ourselves an additional fusion summon. So we'll use the last Therizia in deck and the Kentregina from deck, and then we get our Rexterm to our side of the field. So obviously again we would have assumed that we would have done this after our 4 negates, sorry, our 4 banishes, but what this does mean in addition to our 4 banishes is that we have the floodgate known as Rexterm. It's a game winning situation to be in. I can't tell you how many times I've won with this, and it's just so satisfying. You guys need to try this out for yourself. So our last combo is very similar to the one I just showed you, but we end on things a little bit more spicily. So how would we go about this? Well, firstly, we're going to activate Martha's effect from hand. It doesn't have to be Martha, we just drew the cards differently, so we'll just show you the combo how it works from this position. We'll then make a Kaspitel using our 2 Exosisters. Special summon Kaspitel to your side of the field. We will then activate her effect. I guess we meant the search effect, but you know, just in case our opponent had any kind of grade of effects, we kind of stopped it. Make sure in the situation that you do detach the Elis, search for the Elis from hand. You can special summon the Elis to your side of the field. Let's special summon Defense Vision. We'll then normal summon the Therizia, activating her effect to search for the Frenzy. We will then make a Mikailis using our 2 Exosisters. We will then use Mikailis' effect to search. We'll just detach the Dinomorphia in this case. Doesn't really matter. And we're going for a Pax instead of the Returnia. So we'll now go into a Magnifica and special summon it in defense position. We'll then set the Pax, put auto chain on, and end our turn. During our opponent's draw phase, okay, well we can't activate during the draw phase, I forgot about that. But during the main phase, we will activate Pax to special summon Martha. So because we have Elis in the grave, we can use Pax's second effect to special summon the monster to our side of the field instead. From this position, we will activate Frenzy. So we'll pay half our life points. We will search for the, we'll special summon out the Kentregina using a Therizia and a Stealthbergia to special summon it to our side of the field. Immediately from this position, we will activate Kentregina's effect to banish the Frenzy from our side of the field to special summon out a Rexterm. Now, something that you guys may not be aware of, but Martha's effect procs whenever a card is banished from either graveyard. I think either graveyard might be my graveyard. Could be wrong, but the point is you can proc Martha's effect yourself. From here, you can activate Martha's effect and then go into another Exosister. In this case, we'll be going for an Asophiel, so we'll special summon her to our side of the field, and then we'll activate her effect to stop all grave effects. So what does this combo do differently? Instead of going for 3 to 4 banishes and a floodgate and Rexterm, we ended off with 2 banishes and 2 floodgates. I think in the current format, this is the combo you want to go for, specifically because this completely shuts down Snake Eyes and the combination of the 2 shuts down Snake Eyes, right? So good. This is the combo you need to be going for in most situations. I didn't get to showcase this in the video over here, but yeah, you guys should definitely try out this one. Let me know how it works for you, and I'll see you guys in the next.